Hi friends, I'm Sherry in the Wild. I'm here in my home office looking at all the BTS stuff that I've curated over the past year and a half since I've become ARMY. I love this fandom. I love OT7, BTS forever. And with this comeback in the Arirang era, I decided I need to make space for this whole chapter of my life that I'm totally loving. This is my home office upstairs. This used to be my son's bedroom. I took over it when he moved out to college. And here's just a desk, and I still have to paint this wall. It's been over a year on my to-do list. Yep, I'm like that sometimes. I did get all the albums, so I'll do an unboxing. I'll do an unboxing of the CD albums. And here's my desk. This is where I work. You can see my laptop there. This is my soft box where I film videos. This soft box is actually new. Let me turn that on, show you. So that's at 40%, but it gives more light like that. And I can reset it to 100. Okay, so you can see it gets lighter or brighter. And this is the arm I use to film videos. Kind of see an overview of that. So that's my backdrop. So when I do work calls, video work calls, it's kind of my backdrop. And then my friend gave me that Hope planter, which was perfect. I love it. It's so special to me. J Hope is my wrecker. But I used to have the Tannies plushies over here. So every time I had a work call, I had to adjust my laptop to make sure it wasn't showing. So it's perfect that she got me that. So I rearranged the backdrop to look like that. I got a live plant, which I knew I wanted. And then the Tannies go here. And so I've made put another shelf there to save for the Arirang tour. And over here, I'm gonna put up that pegboard. I just haven't done it yet. I'm still thinking about what to do with that. And that's my work travel bag. Every Tuesday I go Namjuning looking for a cafe to work from. It just kind of breaks up my schedule. It's really nice for me. And this is Zoe. Hi Zoe. We rescued her about almost 2 years ago. She's so sweet. You might see her in my videos every once in a while. But this is the cabinet I wanted to show you. And here on the left side I have my keychains here that I love. It's the camping BT21, and then this picture came with the Moments disc. Okay, I turned my softbox to turn to this cabinet, which leads me to sharing with you this video, because now that I've fully embraced my love for BTS, which I thought I had, but I just have embraced it more with this new era, the comeback. This is my first comeback. And just want to show you first what's in these cabinets. So I found BTS October of 2024 by happen chance. I mean, is that still a word? There was a YouTube video, someone reacting to Jungkook standing next to you with Usher. And I was like, oh wow, there's a Asian guy, and found out later he's Korean, who collabed with Usher. That was impressive to me. So I watched it, and that was the beginning of the rabbit hole. And yes, and then I found out that, okay, I love the World Cup. He was the one who sang at the World Cup, and I love that song. And so that was it. I started with that, then moved on to let me just find out what their names are, and that was it. On this top shelf, that was my, probably like you guys, running around finding the Tannies at McDonald's. And those two stands, that one and that one, that I ordered that from Ian Makes Crafts. I'll put a link below to his Etsy shop, and I think I have a video for that. So I kept the boxes because I'm thinking of what other people have done. They cut out the faces and made magnets. So I still have to do that. And then this second shelf, I've left it open for more of like OT7 or individual members that are not my personal bias or wrecker. So I have here RM's The Moment book, the archive disc, and that archive disc, I think that's the one where it came with this kind of holographic or yeah, holographic, I forgot the name, picture. And this is Jin's Echo. And I'll tell you, one of the things I regret the most was not going to his concert. We had a big trip to Turkey last year and I just kept postponing. Should I go? Should I not go? And I ended up not going, but now I wish I did. So for sure, that's one of the things I said to myself, I will not miss their concerts anymore because, you know, I'm here in the US and they usually go to Vegas or LA, so it's doable. So I should have gone to LA when he was there. Anyway, this is, okay, I moved the softbox because I feel like the reflection is too much. So this is my Hot's J-Hope, Hope on the Stage shelf. That was my first concert and I absolutely loved it. So I became ARMY October of 24, like I told you. And then his concert was end of March, beginning April of 2025. And it was the best introduction to BTS in person. And I just love J-Hope. He's my wrecker. My friend keeps telling me he's my bias, but Jungkook's still my bias, but who knows, right? So let me just show you a few pieces here. My friend gave me this. I got a dog tag from Collection Soul. I subscribe to them. They're like every quarter. I think I have an unboxing on my channel. So I did buy this and I got VIP. My daughter and I went, got the light stick. So that's the old version with the hat. And this was our VIP gift. And I'll link those videos if you want to see all the merch that I got. I unboxed that, the freebies that we made, and then just the concert itself. So you can check that out. But I put up the things here that I really thought were unique, that I loved from as far as the freebies. So let's start here. So this is a keychain that I thought it's leather. And then the letter H, this is a change purse. And I just thought that was a pretty bracelet. Some tassels. My friend gave me this one. It's a keychain. And then someone gave a necklace with the letter H. Oops. Killing It Girl fell. Okay, so J-Hope. Okay, so you see that? And someone gave earrings. Look at this. It's an acorn and a squirrel. Isn't that cute? Yeah. So I try to put it nicely there. You got some wristbands there, some more bracelets. Thank you, ARMY. This little fan. Then I ordered this from K-Pop Dad. That was easy. And then that was easy to order. And then look at these crochet things, right? Isn't that awesome? An acorn, which was part of the tour. And then this heart with a lock, which was, you know, refers to the lock box that the lock that he used for the box on his tour. And I believe this VIP box has a lock in it also. And then this was like one of my favorite freebies. It's a crochet hat with the word J-Hope on it. And there's like a Toblerone in it, which of course just want to keep in there. I love that. Okay, let's see, I got some stuff here like this, a patch, some more bracelets, some cards, and I wanted to keep this too. I love the military picture because it reminds me of the first live I've ever watched of BTS, because everything was like, you know, content from before that I caught up with, and literally I love them with the Wings tour, I think, documentary, and then I totally fell in love with them with the In the Soup, because I love camping. Everything they did, it just reminded me of when I was raising my kids. We used to love going camping, cooking, things like that. So this, my friend gave me this. Hold on. Okay, I'll show you here because it's dark. It's a pen. You press the button and it shows J-Hope, daydreaming, thinking about you. All right, like I said, so I put the kind of the sunshiny colors over here, and then more the tour colors, the red, black, and white over here. So that's my HOTS shelf. Okay, and then this shelf I'm keeping open for Arirang. So that's one of the things I saw was like, okay, I finally opened all the, well, I went through it. I opened all the freebies that I got from the HOTS tour, but I didn't know where to put them. So that's what I'm going to show you next. And then I knew I wanted to make space for the Arirang tour and the stuff that I'll be getting for that. For that, I got the light stick already, ordered it from Weavers, the shipping from the US, but I haven't been able to get the cradle. The cradle was available shipping from Korea, but at that time I wasn't sure what the tariffs would be, so I just waited, and so I've just been waiting. Hopefully I'll get it at the concert. And so these photo cards are the ones that came with the light stick, and then that's the album. This is the group red vinyl album, so I can either have it like that or the other way. And I'm still gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with the albums, as far as like, I know there's posters in there. Okay, and then I think I mentioned this already, but this shelf also will be for Arirang. All right, let me open up this cabinet to show you what I'm working on. So in order to make space, I had to organize what I have already, right? And you saw how I did the shelves, like the McDonald's shelf, the shelf for OT7, the shelf for HOTS, because that was my first concert, shelf for Arirang, and then my shelf for my bias, Jungkook. And so these were all gifts. My friend gave me this too. It's the popcorn bucket and the cup that when the documentary came out. So that came out, I wasn't Army yet, and so I didn't get to watch it, but I did watch it later, I think on Disney. And then she gave me this as a puzzle. She gave me that. She gave me this. And I actually bought this book. I have another book that I bought that kind of like kids book. Right now I can't find where I put it. All right, then I got some magazines because I went to Barnes & Noble to get the GQ magazine, although I ordered it from GQ, but it wasn't there. So I ended up buying these. That was impromptu. And this was one of the coolest freebies. It's like a boba cup holder. And then I have my Mang there and my Mang photo cards little book. I have photo cards here. So this one is going to be the first era when I first became Army, with OT7s in there, and then J-Hope and hot stuff. And this will be for Arirang. So I'll probably put a logo here, like, let me show you. I saw one, this one. So I'll probably put this here. I might make a separate one and get a black one just for Hobie, since he's my wrecker. Have a separate one for Jungkook, and then have one for OT7, have one for Arirang. So that's 4. But as you can see, I need to make space. Okay, so I'll be labeling these later. I kind of put them in the order that I want. This one, let me pull it out. Oops. Okay, kind of have to angle the camera here. But this bin holds my concert bag. So I know I want to keep this, and then it just holds kind of the items that are a little bit larger. So here's my concert bag that I had for HOTS, and I'll link that video in the description box. And then I have another clear concert bag here, and then here's an extra strap. These are stuff I got from HOTS, which I love. This was like a bubble thing, a pinwheel. Okay, this was the tour merch poster that we kept. And we did the flowers project. So I'll link that video. So I have those still. Okay, and then got some of these. I know that the Bay Area Army made a billboard for J-Hope. They're passing this out, and it got just like this. When I went to BT Line Friends in New York, Times Square, I got these. That was like, not last Christmas, but the Christmas before. We always wanted to go to New York and for Christmas, which was beautiful, wonderful. I went with my family. And here are just some photo card holders. It's like a little book. Yeah, so when we went to New York, luckily my family likes to indulge me a little bit. And so went to the Line Friends, but we also skated at the Christmas tree. All right, so I'm putting this back. Why is that escaping me now? The name of that Oh my gosh, Rockefeller Center. Can't believe I forgot that. Okay, these fell, unfortunately. Put that back. Okay, so this part right here are stuff that I want to give to my friends or to Army, to my Army friends or to Army. And so my friend, her bias is gin, so I'm keeping those RJ things for her. She's the one who gave me stuff, so this is the bag she gave it to me in, gave them to me. This is the bag she used to give me the stuff, and so I'm just keeping that there, so when I go to give her her stuff, she's gonna have that. And then this is just extra, like I did a Christmas card exchange with Army from our Facebook group, and there's just some extra stuff in there that I just keep in there. Okay, so I have my label maker. I've literally had this label maker over 15 years. It's Brother P-Touch. They don't make this particular one because it's been upgraded. I'll put the Amazon link in the description below. And then I just have extra labels. So what I'm going to do is label all these drawers. The reason I decided to get these drawers was because when I literally went through all my freebies from the Hot Store, Hope on the Stage, these were a lot of stuff that I had. There were other stuff that I had gotten from before, like example, these Macaron BT21 lip balms, which they're so cute. I have the Mang one in my J-Hope concert bag. Okay, and so anyway, I went through all these, and I mean, basically kept all of them. There's some here that I want to give away, but most of them I kept. And you know, the whole goal is that I'm embracing this BTS era, this comeback, my love for BTS. And if you judge me, then you judge me. But you can move right along, because this is what my channel is going to be about. It's going to be about BTS, travel, how to pack for travel, Namjooning, and I have meta glasses that I got specifically just to Namjoon, and also on my Instagram page I show some of that. So anyway, with just embracing this era, and each of you know, those who are Army, what BTS means to you, which is you know, I just found odd that I had gotten to that point. I didn't think that was going to happen, but I love it, and I love the fandom. I think the Hot Tour just really showed me, I think if it was just the concert, that was fantastic in and of itself, but the fact that the fandom, the Army, it was incredible, and even still incredible now with what I've experienced. It just makes this whole thing amazing. And I got two really good friends now that we text every day about BTS stuff, especially now with the comeback. So anyway, embracing that BTS era, this BTS era of mine, this BTS life, and making space for more, because I will be going to these concerts. I thought, let me just use these drawers to put everything into place, because I'm sure I'm going to have more freebie, maybe more necklaces from the Arirang tour. I mean, Army is so giving and so creative. Here are bracelets. Okay, I hope you can see that. So this was a hair tie, some earrings, a ring. I think I got this from my own merch, own stuff. You know, I bought a little stuff in the beginning. Like I bought these pens that I thought I'd give away. The pens are not the best, so I just kind of kept them, but I still might give them away, because I don't need all these pens. They don't need to be just sitting here, you know, not being used. I love them. Probably keep one set of each, the skinny ones and then the multicolor ones. Let's see what else here. So I kind of ordered it already. I just thought, okay, maybe the jewelry stuff here, kind of pens, stickers. Here I have some bags. I mean, it's not perfect because you can't predict what you'll get. These are keychains, you guys. I love them. So my friend gave me several of those, and she said, yes, give them away. So I went to a BTS pop-up at the Barnes & Noble, like I said, but I forgot to bring the freebies that she wanted me to give away. Anyway, these I think are more like bag charms. Okay, more keychains. These are BT21 keychains. Okay, friends, I printed out all the labels and I did move some stuff around. These are empty, so there's space, right? The whole goal here is to make more space. And in order to do that, you've got to get organized. So let's start putting these labels on. And they do come with, these drawers do come with this kind of like cover. You put it on top of the paper once you're done labeling. I've laid out the labels on the floor according to where I'll put them on the drawers. Okay, all the labels are on, and the covers for the labels are on top of it. These kind of plastic ones. And I tried to make the labels as straight as possible. All right, let me show you the other stuff. So, bits and bobs. It's like ducks, hearts, flowers people put in the bags for the freebies. Here are some pins. Okay, here's some skincare. So I bought this off of Amazon. It's a BT21 like pimple patch. Prevents dark spots. I don't know about that. And then someone gave this as a freebie. Lip mask. And then they also gave this as a freebie at the HOTS concert. It's a towelette. Towelette. Okay. So, wasn't that funny in the Zane Lowe interview? Was it the Zane Lowe interview? No, it was in the studio notes. When Jimin talked about his pimple. Oh gosh, I was laughing, howling. Okay, these are the dividers. They actually have a spot in this thing here. Let me show you one. So if you think this will work for you. Oh, by the way, I got these drawers on Amazon. And I'll link it below. And then this whole cabinet is from IKEA. All my cabinets are from IKEA. So if you want to like separate, example, the stickers, you can put this. Can you see that? Example here, like if I had something like this and I wanted to separate, let's say, the Mang stickers, I could do that. If I want to separate the Chimmy stickers or the RJ ones, I can do that, but I'm not particular about this in particular. Okay, so you got the dividers there, and I just kind of kept the rubber bands because once in a while I need a rubber band and I don't have one. So, all right, so the dividers. Okay, move the bags. So these are the bags that people use to give the freebies in, you know, kind of like the organza bags. So they're nice. There's no use throwing them away because I might use them to give away freebies. Okay, these are cake toppers. I bought these for my birthday last year to put on top of my cake. And if I knew McDonald's was coming out with those tannies, I might not have had to buy these, but the McDonald's ones are a little bit bigger. These are a good size. This is a cable I got from Collection Soul. So not using that right now, but I do want to keep that. And got some more Echo stuff, pins, lots of pins, okay. I think they're all pins. And then these are photo cards that don't fit into the photo card binders that I showed earlier. I did order a white magazine holder for that space there, so that's not coming for another week. Okay, there you have it, friends. That is now my organized drawers, my organized cabinet, ready for this next arirang era. Hope you like this video. Let me know what you've prepared to make space, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.